are enhanced, they are stored, they are displayed, or sometimes we got post-processing also in them. All these things are done in a CPU and applicable softwares. Now, what are the basic properties of ultrasound waves? Let's come to frequency. What is the frequency? Ultrasound generally refers to a ultrasound wave with frequencies in the range of 1 to 20 million, that is megahertz, is a normal frequency which we use into the routine medical practice. So the frequency of ultrasound is 1 to 20 million MHz, out of which, as the frequency is higher, we get superficial structure better and there is less penetration. Now, audible range of ultrasound is between 20 to 20,000 hertz. Please remember, these are hertz and not megahertz. Megahertz are the millions and these are just a hertz what we hear. Now the difference between what we hear, that is the sound waves, and ultrasound waves. Now frequency refers to the number of cycles of compressions and rarefaction in a sound wave per second. Now 1 cycle per second is equivalent to 1 hertz. Now let us come to the another characteristic, that is the basic of the ultrasound, that is wavelength. Now what is a wavelength? It's the distance traveled by a sound in 1 cycle, or a distance between 2 identical points in a wave cycle. That is the distance from a peak point to the another peak point of the 2 cycles gives you a wavelength. It is inversely proportional to frequency. So more is the frequency, less is the wavelength. Now, wavelength is one of the main factors affecting axial resolution of an ultrasound image. The similar the wavelengths, and therefore higher the frequencies, the higher will be the resolutions. So a small wavelength will have more frequency, higher frequency, and it will give you a higher resolution. But laser penetration will not be as good as that of the low frequencies. Therefore, higher frequency probe like 5 to 15 provides better resolution, but can be applied only for the superficial structures, or they can be applied in small parts like testes, breast, thyroid, or they can be even applied in neonates, small children. So there we need less penetration. The anatomical examination part is a smaller one. Now what is the basic physics? Now coming to the velocity. What is the velocity? The propagation velocity is the velocity at which sound wave travels to the particular medium and is dependent on the compressibility and density of the medium. So these are the two things which we must know. Usually, harder the tissues, the faster will be the propagation. So it will be more in the bones as compared to the soft tissues. The average velocity of sound in soft tissues such as chest wall, heart is 1540 meters per second, and there it undergoes interaction. Now, interaction is determined by how far ultrasound can travel in the tissues. The frequency of the transducer we have to decide before examining the part, because that is the one which is going to decide which will be seen clearly. Now, the higher is the frequency, less it can penetrate. Sound waves will penetrate less. The lower is the frequency, deeper it will penetrate. Now, attenuation is directly related to the frequency. Now, higher is the frequency, there will be high attenuation. So, it will not penetrate deeper. Now, we should know what are the approximate densities through which a sound wave travel in the body. Now, air, if it is in the body, it will go with the 330 meter per second. Then fat, 1400. If you see carefully, fat, water, soft tissues, liver, kidneys, blood, and muscles, there is not much difference. Major difference is air, soft tissues, and